You're that guy saying all those crazy things. We need 100 more like you. The willingness to say all those crazy things is a rare, rare characteristic in this town. And you know what? It's every bit as true now as it was then. We need 100 more, like Jesse Helms in the U.S. Senate. Everyone acknowledges Assad is a brutal tyrant. He has murdered over 100,000 of his citizens. He has displaced millions as refugees. And he's used chemical weapons to gas some 1,400 innocent civilians, including over 400 children. The man is a monster, and he should be universally condemned for doing so.
Hi. I heard you say in your remarks that Assad used chemical weapons against the 1,400. Can I press you on that a little bit? There's some conjecture that it wasn't him. It could have been the rebels. Have you seen compelling evidence? Are you 100% sure? How sure are you that he was the source of the chemicals?
That is a very good question, and I think a very fair question. I have attended the classified briefings that the administration has put on for members of the Senate, for members of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Your question was, have I personally seen compelling evidence that Assad personally knew about the use of chemical weapons? The answer to that is no, I have not. I have been told by senior administration officials that their level of certainty is essentially total that Assad used it. But I have not directly seen the intelligence that forms the foundation for that assessment. But I think your question raises a very good point, that we should always be skeptical of intelligence when it comes in. Even the best intelligence is clouded by the fog of war. And we all remember Iraq and the intelligence of their maintaining huge deposits of WMDs. And I didn't see that intelligence either. I wasn't serving at the time. But I will note that it must have been pretty compelling because it convinced, among others, John Kerry, Joe Biden, and Hillary Clinton all to vote to authorize military force against Saddam Hussein to stop those weapons of mass destruction. So your point is a very good one, that even though the evidence appears incontrovertible that chemical weapons were used, I am told that it is clear Assad used it, but I have not directly seen that intelligence. I am taking the word for it, and I don't have reason to doubt the veracity of the administration officials who are stating that. I believe they're acting in good faith, so I don't have reason to doubt the veracity, but I haven't personally seen the intelligence that's the predicate for that assessment. The willingness to say all those crazy things is a rare, rare characteristic in this town. And you know what? It's every bit as true now as it was then. We need 100 more, like Jesse Helms in the U.S. Senate.